In the 1960s, black people in America protest, marched, and fought for civil rights and equal opportunity.
The grandfather clause is you can only vote. Black people can only vote if their grandfather voted. But guess what? Your grandfather couldn't vote. So how could you vote?
They were the victims of racism, discrimination, segregation, the Jim Crow law, police brutality, and injustice in a predominantly white society.
I think basically Obama is our last chance for as America to survive, because our forefathers and our last couple of presidents have been so arrogant and disrespecting other people's cultures when they go in their countries, and not caring about what's going on in their country, and been playing the race card so much that our people been time warped and understanding not understanding the diversions, how they've been played so articulately to where it's like coming down on the people so sophisticated that they can't understand. They've been played by the puppet from the puppeteers, and it's like they pulling their strings whenever they want to control them, and then they use the politicians to control the seniors, and then the seniors then try to use the youth, and then for their advantage, because they realized they didn't do what they were supposed to do when they had their advantage. So the youth now is like nobody looking out for us, so we must do for ourselves.
Let us deal wisely with him. Young black male students have the worst grades, the lowest test scores, the highest dropout rates of all students in the country.
It's not a coincidence that everywhere you go in the neighborhoods, you know what I'm saying, the kids have all the technology and know all that, but you look, do they have a book bag? No.
We don't give books to our children anymore. Give them an iPod, give them a this, and some will learn how to use it, some won't.
Basically, school teach us what we need to know to pass the test, but school don't teach us. In school, you have to have a very closed mind. We learn what we need to know to pass the test, but we don't learn anything else. That's what I feel. I feel we just learn what we need to learn to get in and get out.
Conspiracy runs deep, and especially runs through education. I'm glad you mentioned that, because we have been taught basically nothing, man. You know what I mean? If you match our education with all them other countries and cities, we at the bottom, man. We way at the bottom. My kids ain't learning. They tired of learning. So that's why they act up the way they act up in school, because they're mentally starving for some proper mental development. They're not getting it, so they're going to act out physically. They're going to act out emotionally.
Let us deal wisely with him. Let us deal wisely with him.
My name is Carl Edward Neal. I'm 52 years old. I started getting locked up when I was like 11 years old.
Let us deal wisely with him.
I've been incarcerated on numerous occasions. I actually spent the last 12 years of my life in prison.
Let us deal wisely with him.
I was in jail once, you know what I mean? Sister got upset one time, said that, I did something and I didn't do it, and I had to trust the court system, and they had to realize that, I was innocent. Went to trial, won it.
Let us deal wisely with him.
This was my first time in 32 years stepping on Rikers Island, period. You know what I mean? Ever been locked up, never been locked up, I should say.
I've got locked up for a night or two, but I've never been behind bars for any excessive length of time.
Let us deal wisely with him.
Since Crawford Juvenile to Brooklyn House to Rikers Island to Comstock to Clinton to Sing Sing to Adirondack, Mark McGregor, I've been to them all.
Let us deal wisely with him.
I originally went to prison as a youngster, about 16, and for drugs, weapons possession, things of that nature. My second time around was for robbery.
Let us deal wisely with him.
Parenting is an early form of nurturing. I'm like, I'm old school. You know, I only learned from what my parents taught them. So that's what I would install in my kids.
Let us deal wisely with him.
I was raised in a single parent home, which was with my mother.
I was raised with both parents until about 3 years ago.
I wasn't raised by both of my parents. I was raised by my mom, you know, and a little later on, you know, she remarried, and then, you know, it was my mom's and my step-pops.
My parents were not married.
No.
My mom means the world to me, you know. She taught me a lot of valuable lessons in life, man. And she definitely disciplined me, and she definitely instilled a sense of determination in me, man. And that's why, you know what I'm saying, I'm able to go out there and go get the way I am, B. So, you know what I mean? It's definitely an independent factor that my mom's instilled in me that I see a lot of people don't even really have, you know what I mean, nowadays. That's my age or my age bracket. It's like responsibility means a lot, man. And if you can't be responsible at a grown age in your life, man, then you really don't have too much, man. There's not really much that you can do, man. You gotta really set your priorities in order, man, and know what you're doing and where you're going in life, man. And I think my mom's for like really instilling that in me, man.
My mother means everything to me. I look at my mother as my role model, my strength, my energy. My mother makes me want to complete the majority of the accomplishments that I've completed so I can make my mother happy.
My mother means the world to me. She means everything. Like without my mother, I wouldn't be here. So my mother means everything to me. Like without my mother, I'd be nothing.
My mother means everything to me. Like, when you say the word God, I think of my mother first. You know, that's how I put my mother, how I feel about her.
The grandfather clause is you can only vote.
Let us deal wisely